what is up, guys? It's Guiltspire here, and welcome back to Elden Ring. How y'all doing today on this marvelous Monday afternoon? Hopefully all are doing well. I know I am. As per usual, we are back and doing some no-hit attempts. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're becoming more efficient. We're becoming more lethal. It's right now Godfrey and freaking Horolu, which means we're so close. We're so close to just finishing it out. We'll get there though. We'll get there. I've seen some pathing with Redmane. The weapon art does apparently a freaking load of oh, I messed up there. A load of freaking poise damage. I've seen Redmane as like a good option for poise breaks, especially on Godfrey / Horolu. I'm tempted to add it to my pathing. I just don't know. Like, do I need it? Or do I just need to, do a little bit better when it comes to, just dodging? Because that's what it comes down to with Godfrey. Unlike other bosses where we have certain timing, certain mechanics to poise break and deal burst damage. Godfrey doesn't have that as much. It is kind of like these clergymen, a bit more so than Malekith, where we do have that like timing down. All right, there we go. All I'm missing is my memory of grace. As far as pathing is concerned, I still didn't check team hit lists about Fort Faroth. I keep on forgetting, like every single time. It's just, it is a thing. With that though, we're gonna go through Fort Faroth as if it doesn't count for now until I'm told otherwise. Obviously, if it's a no damage run, it would count as damage, and thus we'd have to find. Is that a fingerprint shield and a Reaper? Interesting choice. We'd have to find an additional, path or solution. Of course, like, I have no hit path the Magmawurm Makar, so like that's an option too. We could like forego Fort Faroth entirely and instead go Magmawurm Makar. The only thing is, like, we already go through the process of going to Fort Height, right, for Bloody Slash. So it almost seems like a waste to, like, not just do Fort Faroth. I don't know. Some give and take, I do suppose. Yeah, my goal today is if we can get all the way through to Godfrey no-hit, I will be pretty happy. If we can get through Godfrey today, I'll be happy. And that doesn't mean that we have to beat Horolu, mind you. I just want to get to Horolu. I want to see the phase transition, which we got so close a few times the other night. But we shall see, we shall see. But let's go through the pathing, because it's always good to just, like, remind ourselves, not even remind ourselves, but, like, really drill in, here's the initial path. And I could, like, push the save directly in front of Mogget, and, like, that from there is really the start of the run. This really does just consist of setup for the first, like, hour and 30 minutes, which is just nutty. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow.
Have they, sir? But you, I can play turning root to aid you. You need O to the foot. Then it's summon me. Ah, I bequeath.
I actually do want to do this all the way up to, like, Godfrey or somewhere. Just so we can make sure, like, this is what our pathing is going to be. This is how we're going to do it. This is how many runes we're gonna have, so on and so on. Like, I know that I kill this man every time for 64 runes. Easy and simple. We get the flail. I said get the flail. All right, all right. Hi, friendo, bye, friendo. Didn't I set it to offline? Am I crazy? I definitely set my game to offline, right? I could have sworn I did, but I do be seeing the messages. That's unusual. Also, didn't I sit at the site of grace? When am I missing FP? What the hell? Did I accidentally use my staff at some point? Am I crazy? Oh no, we did. We did. Never mind. I'm just dumb. And also, I forgot to freaking get first step for some stupid reason. I don't know why. Oh, interesting. Stranded Graveyard is always popped. I didn't know that. That, like, if you pass by it, it goes yes. Noted. Noted. Someone's doing New Game Plus. While I'm here... Launch settings, play offline. Okay, it must be because the launch setting is play offline, but I am not currently at launch. Yeah, I was just on autopilot like a freaking idiot. Didn't pop this. Do I even? I guess, yeah, we do need to pop that because we need to come back here one more time for Celia Crystal Cave. And I did give thought to whether or not I needed short bow. I think last time with the Godskin duo, we found that having the short bow as backup for the Godskin duo is not a bad idea, as sometimes things go awry, not to what you expect, and sometimes you just need to barrage shot either the apostle or the noble and be like, okay, glad I have you at my side.
What do you don't want any?
All right, there, short bow.
Well,
Lake North. Let's go shake down Bach for our mushrooms. Oh, Bach boy.
could you help us out, Cully? You will just thank you. I was pushed and I ended up. Oh, when they... And so this is all I hope.
Thank you, Bach. Goodbye, Bach. I might not be back tomorrow. Theoretically, I would have been. But we'll, you know, I think we'll do the setup today, and if we do it appropriately and we get all the saves we need, then I think tomorrow we just start at Mogget, and call it a day, right? Because I feel pretty confident on this pathing that there isn't much that we would have to worry about, because Mogget, it's pretty simple. I still don't understand how people still choose to go through the main gate on no-hit pathing. Like, I still see people going through main game like, why? Just kill Gostock and kill the knight in one shot as long as you're properly set up. Like, it doesn't matter. It's just so much simpler. Like, there's one time where I fear for my life, and that's one freaking commoner attempting to grab me. But other than that, like, I don't fear that path. And, like, I definitely fear the ballistas a whole lot more. I feel like there's so much more to go wrong going main gate and trying to, like, get rid of the ballistas. So I still don't entirely know why people go the main gate route instead of the Gostock route. Alright, got our runes in the cookbook. Oh. Tormy boy, I'm gonna need you to not do that. Good. Good. Yeah, as soon as Tora went that way, I was like, I'm gonna get off here. That always scares me a little bit. I do every time, it still scares me nonetheless. Something is actually aggroed on me. I think it's the freaking dragonfly. God's sake. Like, I looked back at it and I saw it in the doorway too, and I'm like, you gotta be freaking joking me. You're seriously gonna aggro on me? I was like, do I actually need to sit at the site of grace to ensure I don't die to or lose the run to a freaking dragonfly of all things? God's sake. Little nuisance that it is. It's aggroed on me again! What the hell? A freaking sack of spuds. Grab the St. Trina Lily. Nope, don't need to grab that. Is that a rune bear I just saw? No, it's a giant. I was about to say, like, what was that? I was like, why have I never paid attention to the existence of that thing? Did I know what that was? No. Did I know it was something I didn't want to interact with? Yes. Alright, Rot View balcony, set up, ready to go. Let's go to Dragon Battle West. Yeah, as far as the pathing's concerned, we have it pretty well set up to where we just don't need to, like, pop unnecessary things. A lot of it is very much like crossroads, like Dragon Barrow West, for example. I don't think there's ever a situation where I can't pop Dragon Barrow West. Like, even if I didn't go for the Merchant, I'd also not have to go for the Newman's Rune, right? We need to go for the Merchant unless we want to, like, kill the rats. Yeah? But then we wouldn't be able to get the Sword Seal from Fort Faroth. So, yeah, there's no reason for us not to. Like, the more I think about it, the more I realize, like, yeah, cutting that off doesn't make sense. That, and we're gonna freaking bone out anyways. We lose the 12, we might as well use the 100 runes in some way, shape, or form, right? Let's go get the Newman's Rune. Come on, friend. Let's go up the hill. Cool. I've gotten in the habit of making sure I jump over that of Torrent first rather than accidentally dropping down to my death. We haven't ever died by doing that by mistake, but one of these days I'm going to. One of these days I'm going to. Perfect. Here is the Newman's Rune. Eventually, once we get on top of the ladder, there we go. Dragon Barrow West we go, and time to get the Beast Torch. Yeah, the nice thing about this too, and the reason why I kind of like that pathing going to get the Newman's Rune right, is because we then are able to reset the spawn locations of these dogs, which allows me predictable pathing to avoid being seen, right? So I think that's like one of the bigger things too that really does help us on this run, is like knowing, okay, if we reset here, then we don't need to worry about this. I say that, then one of these times, for some reason, the dog is just going to turn around.
How can I help? Have a safe journey.
Alright, at this point, we go back to the first step. And time for us to go to Celia Crystal Cave. Let's make sure we equip this, though. Alright, this way we're able to avoid the rats without having to actually fight them. I mean, so in the grand scheme of things, could I fight the rats? Yeah. Does it benefit us in any way, shape, or form? Not really. We have to give up the runes when we Memory of Grace out for, like, the Somber Smith and Stones and whatnot. So, yeah, it just ain't worth it. Hi, ratlings. Bye, ratlings. I still roll just in case for some reason. During the opening animation, the Beast Repellent Torch becomes inactive. I don't think that's how it would work, but I can't say with any degree of certainty, so I just roll just in case. It's just sounded like, well, you never know. You never know. Perfect. Wait for you to go up a bit further. Just so we don't accidentally aggro you. Thankfully, we've never aggroed the Rotkin up there, which I'm very thankful for when it comes to this pathing. If we ever, like, do find ourselves regularly aggroing the Rotkin, this pathing would be a lot more upsetting. Just a wee bit. Let's make sure we set up the Memory of Grace. I literally thought about it today. I was like, oh yeah, I need to make sure I join the Team Hitless Discord and like just search in the Discord if anyone's mentioned Fort Faroth. Because I feel like someone already has asked the question, right? Or like Poison Mist. I'm 100% certain someone's already asked the question in some way, shape, or form. There's no way that it hasn't been asked. Alright, that's the Somber Smith and Stone down. I do like playing it safe at this point and ensuring that we Memory of Grace 3 times here instead of just 2, where I basically circle back around. Like, is it necessary, though? Probably not. I don't foresee us ever getting hit by the poison wisps, or whatever you want to call it that track ya. But it's definitely a safety measure or stopgap to avoid a awkward situation for sure. Because if I weren't, let's just do the pathing in the instance that I weren't, right? So we do our pathing to here. Ah, you're there. That's unusual to see you there, friend. Everyone spawns now. Here you go between you two. Let me go wide. Let me enter right here. I mean, it's not like the most dangerous thing in the world, right? We could very easily do that every time. I'm kind of tempted to do so. To, like, I guess reduce the number of times we have to bone out. But it's more of an efficiency thing than a safety thing. So, give and take there. I guess depends on the mood I'm in the moment. Let's go. That's right, we need to sit. That way we're no longer ensnared. You'd think that the Memory of Grace would also dispel the ensnaring. Though I guess not. If you don't sit at the site of grace, then the game would just bring you back to where you were ensnared, wouldn't it? Yeah. I guess that is true. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. That's a dumb comment. Not really dumb, but like as I thought about it, realized it wouldn't work the way I wanted to. That the Memory of Grace would technically, even if the Memory of Grace were able to get rid of the ensnare, it would initially just bring you back to where you started, but then you'd be able to just, you know, teleport out, and then the ensnare would kind of be null and void. I imagine at some point that was a discussion with the design team of, oh, should Memory of Grace remove ensnare, which stops you from teleporting to Sites of Grace. And I imagine the discussion was, well, if that is the case, then people just use Memory of Grace. But I guess if that were to be the case, an argument could be made that Memory of Grace is like the nuclear option, as Memory of Grace would then remove all of your runes, and you can't get those back. So if you get ensnared and you Memory of Grace with 20,000 runes, well, that's your payment for getting out of the ensnare. I don't know. I could kind of be okay with that. I don't think it's a necessary change, but it's one of those things of, well, I could see this being a thing. But I imagine the design team at some point probably had that discussion. It's kind of interesting kind of looking at that going, oh yeah, well, what does that look like? And if that change was made, how would that affect the game? I love looking at things from those type of perspectives. It is actually really fun in my opinion. And allows you kind of get into the headspace that a lot of developers probably get into to ensure their product goes through smoothly. Okay, so we get poisoned here. Well, that's fine. We didn't take it, though that bat was close. We got poisoned really early, too, which I don't like, but we should be fine. I think we have enough time. Thankfully, poison is not as aggressive as it used to be in other FromSoft games. Poison used to be very aggressive, where I would already be very dead. But as long as that poison doesn't count as a hit, we can do that Fort Faroth run no problem, even if we do get poisoned. All right, nothing really else that we need right now. So let's go to the round table hold, so we can sell our runes, grab a longbow as well for 4 height, and then level up. You know, technically, if we use the sword seal right away, we can put more levels into intelligence and dexterity, couldn't we? Interesting thought there. It would deviate a lot from our previous pathing as far as our levels are concerned, but it is a thought. 25, 400. I don't think it's necessary. Let's go back to Fort Faroth so we can kill the dragon. And we're not going to be using our gold pickled fowlfoot. We have decided that. That's better used on the putrid avatar. So 12, 18, 21. You can get rid of that now. I guess I could have just kept it on me until we move everything around for the meteorite staff before Deathrite Bird, but whatever. damage debuff. The good news is, if they ever make this dragon here immune to bleed, we'd still be able to do the majority of our pathing just fine. This means that we are at a lower level for a little bit longer. The only thing that might mean, which is a bit scary, is that we might not have enough damage to kill the putrid avatar as quickly as we do. Or we might have to, like, come back to the putrid avatar after, like, Morgott and probably Godric. That'd be the only thing if we didn't kill the dragon here. Would be that we would have about 67. Is it 67 or is it like 71,000 less runes? And so it'd be after Godric that would probably take care of the putrid avatar. But ooh. Yeah, it just means we'd be in a bit of a tougher spot. I think it'd be fine. I definitely think there's like other bosses that I can easily kill to make up the runes. Like there's the Deathrite Bird for Death's Poker that we could kill pretty easily with the Meteorite, the Rock Sling, right? Make up that way. I'm trying to think of like any other bosses that we could very easily kill. I think that'd probably be like the easiest way. Yeah, even if they were to make this pathing invalid by getting rid of the dragon, I think we'd still be fine. As long as we're able to get to this point right before the dragon, where we have Rock Sling available to us and the Meteorite Staff, I think we're okay. We can make up the runes in some way, shape, or form. Actually, I just had a stupid thought. The gold pickled Foulfoot. I'll have to look into this, whether or not it's worth it for me to pop the gold pickled Foulfoot here with the dragon, right? Get the benefit from there, and then we could go to Deathrite Bird of Death Poker. Like I said, it's not necessary, but it's like we're almost there anyways. And since we wouldn't have sat at a site of grace, the gold pickled Foulfoot's effect would still be there and give us, was it 30% extra runes for the Deathrite Bird's kill. Ooh, that's a thought. That is a thought. So it's 76 we end up with. That's a thought. So you end up with 76. I think with the gold pickled Foulfoot, it's like almost 100. Deathrite Bird might be worth it. Funny enough. Are we going here? I'm trying to remember. Hold up. It would be Starmill Shack for Lake Lunaria. That's right, that's right, that's right. So far, so good. Here for the time being. Thank you, I appreciate it, Frankie. Alright, see that. Yeah, I'll have to look into how many runes the Deathrite Bird that gives Death Poker gives me. If it's enough to where the dragon plus the Deathrite Bird is more than a putrid avatar, it might be worth it. Oh, about your meds? Oh, that sucks. That's unfortunate. If I'd known that before I started stream, then I would have been okay delaying and then we could go and get it, but oof. But oof. We'll do it tomorrow after your work. I guess the other question is, when does the pharmacy close? Man, when the pharmacy closed, no way of knowing. Oh, exactly. Until you got the message, right? 8 p.m.? Yeah, let me know. Maybe figure something out. If it's 8 p.m., probably not. 9 p.m. We'll think about it. If it's 9 or later, I might give it some thought for us to do it tonight. All right. Let's go this way. Close at 9. All right, let me give it some thought. If you can remind me closer to 9, probably like 8:15, 8:30. Oh, we'll give it some quick thought. We shall give it some quick thought. Nope. Thank you. Alright, which way you facing, friend? To the left. Do you stop and turn right last moment? Thankfully not, so we're good. We're gonna go to Raya first. Hi, friend. Hello? Hello?
Hello. Hello. Please. Hello, it's rather my mistress. I was a. Could I ask that thug only if you've. Oh, to bless a thug, please.
Alright, let's go get your necklace back. Go kill us a death-threat bird in between. Alright, alright. Oh, Boggart. Efren.
Show me. Now consider I'm not in love. You're a first. All right. Things know you're bloody.
All right, cool. Let's pop. Let's put our levels into intelligence. 35. Let's upgrade our flasks. Perfect. Memorize our spell. And pass time until nightfall. Time for the death threat, bud. We need actually to have that up still. Getting a bit ahead of myself. I'm like, all right, get the flask ready, yada, yada, yada. I guess technically I could stay on Torrent. I just don't want to. I think that's a bad idea. It's not like a bad idea, but it might be a bad idea. Did you slam immediately? The hell? You never do that. That's fine, because we're up here, you're down there. I just need the bird brain to stand still for 5 seconds, and then we're good to go. Where are you going? Where are you going, friend? There we go. Oh, you know what you forgot to do? We're gonna upgrade our mind. I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy. I think we should have enough after for height, but we need enough at least before Putrid Avatar. Completely forgot about that. We're good in the end, but still. A bit dumb of us. Just a tiny bit dumb.
The please. Oh, thank you, kind. Did I forget? I see you are very to study such. Please.
Alright, there's our invitation.
Oh, this land, but the lift instead at the base. You was I have faith in. I do hope.
Cool. Let's head on over to South Relocadia Gate. What do we need for a level? So we'll need like 4,000 more runes after. Trying to think what we fight between now and then. I think we should be fine. Get full iframes here on the way gate. No need to worry about anything. Cool. Yeah, I completely forgot about mind. Like, 35, that seems right, but it actually should be 33. Should be 1712, 1833. That should be our levels at this point. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we kill enough stuff between now and then where it shouldn't matter in the grand scheme of things. It's just a bit annoying that I forgot about that. This means we get one less, Oh, we teleported, we way-gated, that's right. I was like, wait a second, why am I down FP again? Like, completely forgetting that, like, oh yeah, I didn't, like, I teleported, but I did not sit at a site of grace. Right. Alright, big dragon boy. Perfect. Let's make sure to grab the golden rune out of Relocadia main. And then from here, we're gonna, that's right, we kill the Erdtree. We kill the Erdtree avatar. This means, it's a bit painful because we're gonna have fewer, once again, fewer rock slings to use. But it works out because we kill the Erdtree avatar, and that should give us our makeup for the number of runes we need to get us to 17, 12, 18, 35. And realistically speaking, after, right before the Deathrite Bird, it should be 17, 12, 18, 33. Now we go back to Lunaria Lakeshore. We could go back to Stormhill Shack now and upgrade our flasks a little bit more, but c'est la vie. You should be fine. Don't need to allocate the charges. I wish it would just go straight into whatever has more charges. You know what? I'm pretty sure there's a Knight's Cavalry on the way, or a Deathrite Bird, so we need to pass time. I always forget that I should probably do that a bit more often than I do. It's like, I definitely changed the daytime, right? Yep, you did. It's just raining. I honestly love the weather effects in this game. I wish that the weather effects impacted more than slight stat adjustments for certain things. Like, while it's raining, lightning does more damage, but fire does less damage in comparison, right? Like, I wish that it had a similar mechanic as to, like, the day-night cycle, where at night a Deathrite Bird spawns, and Night Cavalry spawn. Like, imagine, and I've talked about it before, where, like, imagine if there was specific enemies that spawned during certain weather effects as well. I think that would be really cool, and it would be like this once in a run thing that you would happen across randomly, I feel like the day-night cycle ones, obviously like the Bell Hunters, the Night Cavalry, the Deathrite Birds, like those got figured out pretty quickly. Oh, this happens during night, and as people pass through specific areas, they're going to be discovered in some way, shape, or form. Just by happenstance or by it being nighttime and people putting together, oh, when you go to the merchant at night, the Bell Hunter spawns. Or when you're on a highway at night, the Night Cavalry spawns. As far as the Deathrite Birds, I imagine, for the most part, that may have been complete, like, happenstance. So I think the majority of them spawn around ruins, like pieces of Farmazula. I'm actually trying to think about the Deathrite Bird in Caelid. Oh, I think, yeah, it must have just been like, I guess, you know, what would have been a pretty good giveaway is the fact that in most of them, you're able to summon a Ash of War, or a Spirit Summon, rather. I imagine that was probably a pretty good giveaway to that. And being able to just go, oh yeah, we can summon here. That usually is telling of a boss or something of difficulty, but nothing's here. Why is that? And then try nighttime at different times of day, and oh, this thing spawns. So maybe that is, like, was a way to deduce that, I wonder. I'm trying to think. Yeah, like, I think it'd just be really cool, like, at nighttime, or, you know, in the morning when it rains, this boss randomly spawns. For all we know, there might be that possibility, though I think this far in, I would think it's safe to assume that we have found the majority, if not every boss in the game as a community. I just don't foresee many bosses being left over. Or, like, just overlooked. Especially as, like, obviously data mining and stuff like that to check X, Y, and Z. Like, oh, I have defeated 167 bosses. Is that all the bosses in the game? What? Okay. The frickin', Ancestral Spirit literally just freaking shot an arrow from Kingdom Kung over to me. That was a thing. I didn't like it. Alright, you gonna jump, friendo? Yep, sounds like it. Let's grab the St. Trina Lilies. I'm so happy that we found those. That just makes my life so much easier. It means we can save about 3,000 runes on St. Trina Lilies. Because that's 3, we have 4, then we get, like, at least another 4 at the bear. That's all we need. Should be able to use 4. Okay, use 5. Because we're not at level 17 in mind. Get 1 flask back though. Alright. Alright, let's wait for the Holy Gatling Gun, and then wait for it to drop aggro. There it is. aggro to drop once more, whether it be by despawn or otherwise. Perfect. We wait for aggro drop. I think we only need like 2 more hits, so we'll just sip, right? There's no reason not to. Perfect. Excellent. These are good. Runes too, right? Yep. All right, let's go back to Stormhill Shack while we're here. Might as well. Grab the golden seeds. We have 7 for the Kaled one. And now we can go back to Third Church Marika, so we can grab the Saint Trina. Actually, we don't even need the Saint Trina arrows, do we? Yeah, we don't really need them. So all we need to grab is arrows. Because we'll have the 10 Saint Trina arrows from Stormville Castle. We'll have all the Saint Trina lilies we need for the pots. A total of 8. Because we use 3. Keep 2. Make... right, 8 total? Did we decide whether or not we needed this? The charged one? I don't think we do. I think we decided that though it does make one of the runs smoother, and that is Godskin Noble, I think I decided that I actually didn't really need it in the grand scheme of things. I'm pretty sure is what we determined. That though it makes it smoother, we still are able to kill it relatively quick. There's Blythe. Hi, Blythe boy. I was about to say, please grab it. I'm too close to the bear for my comfort as is. Look at those freaking claws, though. Holy hell. Alright, I like to be at 25 arrows. It's a little bit overkill, but at 20 runes a pop, it's worth just having more than having less and messing up.
Welcome, dear cat. Well, value these. I'm
Purchase. We're at 3, so 22 it is. Hi there, demi-humans. Hi, you. Have that at the ready. Have that at the ready. You did indeed. Alright, 17. Last, might as well. Oh, there's one receipt here. I was like, wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. Might as well pop that. Alright, we got everything we need, so let's charge on into Fort Height. Exactly at 20 runes. So that's perfect. That's exactly what we want. Yep, you get hit by the ballista. And then we go wide as to drop aggro, ideally relatively quickly. Works like a charm every time. Alright, let's mighty shot. Get rid of our bow. Wait for you to come to us. Once you're in range, a pebble to the face you get, friend. A mighty shot for you. For some reason, you don't have a crossbow. Is that other guy sitting down? I don't think I've ever seen him sit down like that over there. Oh, that's so strange. Is he dead? He's not dead, right? Am I like missing something? No, he's still very much alive. Perfect. That guy is, he looked at him, saw him keel over dead, and was like, it's fine. We're okay. Where's the other shield one? I think we might be finding dummies. Alright. We are good. Alright, let's make sure to take out the rats. Excellent. Get the bow ready of mighty shot. Alright, we aggroed. Yep, there he is. Hi, buddy. Alright, let's bring the AI. Back up we go for the Dectus Medallion. And at this point, you go back to the round table, get Blaze Slash ready, put on the Talisman rather than the Sword Seal. Trying to think what else. Yeah, now we just go and kill the Putrid Avatar. Perfect.
Well, I took you no matter. Lay out your own.
Fort Faroth we go. We already have our levels all set up, methinks. Switch over to you. Let's get our flasks ready. Level, we don't have enough for a level. Flasks, add charge. Allocate to 7, because we need pretty much all 7. Plunderous Physic, we got you. I guess stamina. I don't think it matters in the grand scheme of things. Cool. Rock Sling it is. And let's set up for, honestly, one of the more tedious fights we ever have to do in this preparation. I wish there was a safer and better way to do this, but so far I haven't found one, so we stick with what we know. wait. There's the Holy Gatling Gun. Drag you back over here. Try and drop aggro before you despawn. It works. Excellent. Now we wait for you to get back to the tree root. Alright, looks like it didn't despawn. Why are you going over there, friend? It's going to despawn now, I think. Oh, no it didn't, thank God. I was about to say, like, there's no reason for you to go over to the right there. Yeah, the way we make it not despawn is basically make it so that it has to turn, then turn, then turn. So it takes longer for it to get to any specific location, so it doesn't get too far out of the boss arena. It seems to be pretty consistent. The only downside is you have to then wait for it to slowly shuffle back over to the tree root. And then rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. But as long as you have 7 flasks, it's usually pretty reliable to be able to kill them. Bit further back, bud. Oh, let's back up. It did another burst. Oh, I was about to say, like, why my stamina all of a sudden go down? It's like, oh yeah, the crystal tier. It's like, I know you're back there. I feel it in my roots. Alright, back to the route you go. Excellent. Yeah, so far I've only used 1 arrow, which I'm very happy about. It's probably the cleanest we've ever done this fight, honestly. It is still wicked tedious. It probably takes us upwards of like 5-7 minutes, but still. I think it's worth doing this way. I need to go back just a little further. I don't like you being so forward. And now we wait. Like I said, about an hour and 30 minutes worth of setup before we actually start, like, going through bosses. That despawn? Yeah. It fell off. It fell off. That's fine. Does its thing. Did the Holy Gatling gun pretty early, which means we might have to hit it again with an arrow if it doesn't come up far enough, unfortunately. I'll have to give it a moment. Come on, just a bit closer, friendo. This might not hit. If it does, it's gonna only hit like a couple. We're fine. I'm gonna let it drop aggro, and then we're gonna eat this. I think we kill it on the next shot. Why are you all the way over there? Oh, thank God it didn't. That's just so painful, though, to see, like, why are you there of all places? Get away! I have 3 minutes on the clock, friend. I need to be a bit faster. Just a tiny bit faster, please. This shook his head no. Like, it's like, stop! It'll all end soon, I promise. Think that was up? Yeah. Cool. Excellent. All right, and now we go to the magma worm. Yes, because now we have the Moonveil Katana. Let's sit. Let's change up our physic and make sure we have the stance break. Let's level up and just push it to 45. Because that should be enough. We need 29,000 for Moonveil. I'm trying to remember what we get from Magma Worm. Let's do 44. 44 should be fine. I'll pay attention to what we get from Magma Worm. I could look it up. And figure out, like, whether or not we'll have enough for that and Mogget Shackles for patches. I think we should be okay here. I think we should be okay. He threw a frickin' firebomb. He very rarely ever does that. Scares me every time, though. No aggro yet. Should be right at the ladder. Tap Y. Cool. Alright. Let's just make sure we aim this Sorry, Alexander, buddy, but this is going to be the end of your adventure. Alright, let's bleed. Drink. Everything's set up. For a second, I thought for somehow we took aggro off something. I didn't know how. And just because I want to make sure, we are going to grab the magma worm. Save data. Overwrite the last one. Cool. Let's do it up. Sip. Open. Have this at the ready. Try and draw out specific attacks off the start. I can space this out. Here. I thought about getting greedy and firing off one more, but it was the right move not to. Alright, we were at what, 24? So that gets us about 9. Okay, that's actually not bad. That's not bad at all. With Moonveil in hand now, we want to go to EG, so let's go to Reliquary Gate and get Moonveil up to +5 before we go to Volcano Manor. I always thought that for some reason what I could hear here when I spawned was the dragon somehow, and then I realized there's a great rune bear down there. Yes, I'll hydrate and stretch momentarily once we get to a safe spot. Alright, like just left of northeast for the way gate to EG. So far, so good on the run. Magworm is like the first test, realistically speaking. After that, I want to say like the next real test isn't until like Godfrey. Godfrey Shade, mind you, not Godfrey proper. Godfrey proper is, well, yeah, he's still someone we haven't beaten. Hi, EG me boy.
I am an old soul, perhaps.
1, 2, 3, 4. I guess, what are your thoughts? Do you want to do it tonight, Frankie? Let's go to Main Academy Gate. Mind you, I would prefer tomorrow, but I understand if you want. Alright. I'll do so. So I need you ready at 8:30 though. Like, no later. We'll just do the Ray Lucaria, not Ray Lucaria, the Volcano Manor pathing, and that'll probably be the last thing we do, is set up the shortcut for Godskin Duo on stream today. I guess what I'll do when I get back home, I probably will do it off stream, because personally, I never have liked, you know, going off stream, taking a quick, like, hour break, and then going back stream. It's very, like, they're different, like, states of mind you put yourself in. And so I think what I'll do then is we'll get through Volcano Manor pathing real quick. And then when I get back, I'll set up the saves for Mogget, for Godric, for Godskin Noble, for Rykard, Draconic Tree Sentinel. What's after that? Godfrey, Proper, Morgott, Fire Giant, Godskin Duo, Godskin Noble, and then is that it? Well, Godskin Duo. Oh, I say Godskin Noble, Godskin Duo, Malakath, Godfrey. And I think tomorrow... I guess tomorrow we'll start with Mogget. Yeah. I'll at the very least do that tonight and, like, set up the save for Mogget. We're just gonna go straight into Mogget tomorrow, I might as well. I have 10 minutes. I think I should be able to do Volcano Manor in less than 10 minutes. I think that is doable. Yeah, apologies about the short stream. Unfortunately, Frankie's meds got, like, wicked delayed, and they are important medications.
I knew you. I hereby take my hand. Give me. I will pray.
Alright, cool. After this, then it's a quick fight with Patches. Wretch? I don't think that works out the way you want. I mean, might as well be playing Wretch right now. The only reason why you pick Astrologer is because it's just easier on us stats. But how are you doing today, Kyle? Hope you're doing well.
I am Tanrias, a warrior, perhaps.
Yeah, Frankie takes his meds, it's just that he needs a refill.
Now you the drawing room, but be sure.
Alright, grab the drawing room key. Perfect. You also need to take your meds. You should definitely do so then. Cool. Use our down. And hug right. Pop here. I can't find people to play with in this game. I used Remedy and I see nothing. So Kyle, let me ask you a question. What is your rune level? Because a lot of people don't know how it works, but rune level is what determines who you see, because you find people of similar rune level to you. All right, we're gonna do this. I mean, this is 3 minutes of time, so we should pop this. Yep, so if you go to your stats, you see how top left-hand corner it says level 46? Well, what does that say for you? That'd be my question of the day. $51. And what area are you trying to find people in? Moonville, get that out. Okay, so the reason why you might not be seeing people here at level 51 is honestly, you're probably a little bit lower level than the mass majority of players here. Because, like, every area has scaling on like enemy health, enemy damage, and so 51 is a little bit low. You probably want to be like over in Lake of Lunaria if you haven't already beat Renala. So I would recommend that. That would be my recommendation, is head over to Lake of Lunaria rather than Caelid. The only reason why I'm here at such a low level is because we're doing a challenge. She's dead, so you already killed Renala. More should do it. Let's see. If you killed Renala, did you already defeat Mogget and Godric? Mogget being the first big baddie, and Godric being the first great rune that you can get. I'll take a stun there, but that's fine. Yeah? In that case, were you just not, like, putting runes into levels for the most part? Because that would be, like, that'd be the main reason why you're not seeing anyone, is because the people around you is not finding your rune level. But otherwise, you should be able to find some. Make sure also, I know this probably seems like a very obvious thing, but make sure that you also activate the summoning pools, right? Because if you haven't popped the summoning pool for that area, for like Radahn, for example, then you're not going to see summons when you use the calling, because the summoning pool is required to be activated. So that might be another thing to like make sure that, even though I'm like, oh yeah, of course I activated it, like double check the summoning pool in that area. All right, I should be able to finish this before 8:30, like I thought I was going to. That'd be my only other thought. Yeah, try that. Just make sure that you actually did touch it. If it's as easy as that, then you're good. If you're still not finding anyone at that point, it could be that either people currently doing that area are not within your level, or that just like time of day, right? Sometimes you're gonna find more summon signs during certain times of day. Alright, let's get rid of the fire milk. Oh, I forgot to use my frickin' flask, didn't I? I don't think it matters. But, yeah, it doesn't matter. I didn't use my Wondrous Physic. Ozzy, well, still able to take care of you just fine. Alright. If we can do this smoothly and grab Summer Stone 7, then we will be in a good spot. I'll upgrade that and prepare for patches, and that'll probably be it for the night. But that will be pretty much the entire of our pathing done. Trying to get that first shot, didn't work. So close, so far away. Ah! Come on now. This is gonna freaking take forever. We did everything so smoothly. And this one little skip. This one little skip. There we go. There we go. EG. And that will be Moonveil Katana +9. Alright, EG me boy.
Well, then I presume you...
And then we go to Lake North. I could probably do patches in like less than a few minutes, but we have to get through Netagis, and I don't want to risk spending too much time to where Frankie can't get his meds, so I'm just going to set the daytime, because I prefer it being that, so we don't run into no Night Cavalry or a Death Right Bird, if we can help it. And we'll end there for right now. Like I said, unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit of a short stream. We'll be back tomorrow. The plan would be that we're going to skip all the setup, which, as we can see here, took about an hour and a half. An hour and a half for the setup, all the way up to Mogget. And once we go to Mogget, then it's like back-to-back-to-back-to-back bosses. It goes Mogget to Godric, Godric to Godskin Noble, Godskin Noble to Rykard for a short little detour just to upgrade the Serpent Hunt. From Rykard directly to Draconic Tree Sentinel to directly to Godfrey Shade, directly to Mogget. A little bit of a pathing to Fire Giant. Very short pathing to Godskin Duo, directly to Malakath. And like, it's just like the latter hour and a half is just all bosses. It's ridiculous how long the setup takes. An hour and 30 every time. You don't think about it until you do it. But with that being said, guys, as always, if you did enjoy the show, please make sure to hit that follow button. If you haven't already, though, check out our Extra Life campaign. We're trying to help heal kids at Sanford Children's Hospital here in Fargo, North Dakota. On that note, guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow at 7 p.m. CST. Bye-bye!